reading in the chat.
Welcome in.
Hello, everybody. I've got different settings on my headset today. If you hear any echoing or there's any issue with the sound, please let me know. As somebody with a hearing deficit, I rely on the feedback of the people up here and the people in the chat to let me know what's going on. So if there are any sound issues, please do tell me. And if there are, I'm really sorry in advance. But I hope you're all well. I'm hoping that we can have a relatively happy-go-lucky, sort of fun, relaxing, chill live tonight, because there's been so much drama and aggravation the last couple of weeks. I think we could all do with a little bit of a break.
Yeah, it's been really heavy.
It has been heavy.
Very much so.
Oh, I see. KK's in the chat. Hi, KK.
Hey,
Welcome in, KK. I saw her earlier. Am I welcome here? I was like, yeah, of course you're welcome, KK.
Hi, Tree.
And of course, Six Up, Lip Locked. We're really great. It's great to see you here and to all be supporting each other, because I know that loads of people have been through the mill with this whole bullshit the last couple of weeks. And before we start sort of into any lightness, there's just one thing that I wanted to cover. I don't know if Tragedy Pimps Exposed is actually in the chat yet or not. Last night, while I was over, I think it was when I was chatting in, now I can't remember whether it was when I was chatting in JBTs or Six Ups, but I mentioned about knowing the name of the Google Drive with I don't know what that was.
It was
Google
my
Drive.
phone.
Oh, was it? I thought it was my headset. I'm so
No.
paranoid. I just think everything
The
is that.
notification came through on my phone. I'm looking for it now. There it is.
That I knew the name of the Google Drive that Jenna and Ziggy and all the others were working on with all the business about Lolita. And somehow that turned into Jenna trying to say that therefore I knew everything ahead of time. No, I found out the name of the Google Drive, which was the charming cunt face, around the same time as we found out that Cindy had some information and knew that some of the things were true. And then we started digging. I know the name of a lot of books. It doesn't mean that I've read them. It seems such a jump for you. Well, I know why you're doing it. I completely understand why you're grasping in that way. But no, that's not true. I just knew the name of it.
Yeah, that doesn't absolve Jenna of creating all those all those photos on that drive.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
I have not seen the contents, but the fact that you were bragging about you had wedding photos and kids' photos and you knew the blood groups, I mean, it was just going real life to the nth degree. And the fact that you're now trying to suggest that me, particularly, or any of the other girls knew the contents of that. It's just bullshit. But anyway, I'm scooting through the internet as I do because I'm an insomniac. So I'm clicking through the lives, and in absolute serendipity, I click onto Jenna's just as my name is being mentioned. I think it was a surprise to her as much as it was to me. And she's saying, I've got a screenshot of Pearl de Vere saying, and I was in there. I was straight in the reply, sort of saying, no.
Are
I
you
knew the
sure she
name of
said
it.
Pearl de Vere? Or was it Pearl de Vere?
Yes.
Heard of her.
I don't really mind. I quite like Pearl de Vere. And so I said sort of, yeah, I knew the name of it. Doesn't mean I knew the contents. I found out what was going on when we did the digging after Cindy told us a couple of facts. And you trying to make anything else sick is just bullshit. And of course, although she said to her mods, don't time her out, I want to hear what she's got to say. Lo and behold, I was timed out by the moderator. So I sort of took a screenshot of that and put it on my community tab so that people realised that I was silenced and wasn't chickening out, because I am not scared of speaking my mind to anyone.
Ever.
And ever. And because she was wound up about that, she then started in on Tragedy Pimps Exposed and immediately went to the whole thing of revealing private messages that she'd had with Tragedy Pimps Exposed. And around the time
Pearl,
discussion was going on with the lead, what's supposed to, darling?
you started kind of fading out, so
You're back, though.
you know, you're back.
Okay, that might have been my internet rather than the headset, but thank you. I really appreciate it. So she started on basically opening up every conversation that she'd had with Tragedy Pimps Exposed, trying to sort of make out that it was some terrible thing that Tragedy Pimps Exposed has the sort of channel that she is. It examines what's going on in the true crime community and the creators. She's done something wrong.
Pearl, you're really having issues with the mic, honey.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap back to the other headset, okay?
As soon as she said, okay, what I'm going to do was crystal clear.
Right?
Everything else was not.
Soup is, she'll be with us later. She's on a date with her husband right now, very long overdue date. We love you too, Soup.
Hey, Tara.
Enjoy your meal. Get out of here.
Ewok fish.
We just love our we.
Hey, Lenny. I was just looking through some old stuff and I came across it. Remember when we had the Lenny Appreciation Live?
I do remember that.
That was fun. We need to pick another subscriber and do that sometime.
Yeah, we do.
I know I'm crackly. Guys, some days my device works good and sometimes it doesn't. I apologize.
We're gonna get you that new iPad.
And I am
sooner rather than later. Yeah, I'm excited about tonight. We haven't had a chill live in a while. There's just been so much going on.
Way so much. But then there's been like some of the most utterly ridiculous stuff going on, and then the oh my god, it's hilarious stuff going on. You're like, I can't believe that just happened.
Right?
Okay, I'm back. How does that sound?
Better.
Perfect.
Much better.
Fantastic. I'm wearing the headset that cost a fifth of the one that I was just wearing.
Always the way it works, honey.
Well, that was an investment, wasn't it? Right. So she started talking about all the private conversations that she'd had with Tragedy Pimps Exposed and all their private messages, as if it was some big deal that Tragedy Pimps Exposed was looking into the Lolita situation. It honestly isn't. It's not a problem. It was a private conversation between two people. It may have been about us in some ways, but it wasn't for us. And I have no interest in knowing what was said or what was done. It is water under the bridge, and I don't feel it's fair to try and make it an issue with Tragedy Pimps Exposed when I don't feel that she's done anything wrong. And that's my position on it. There is no bad feeling between me and Tragedy Pimps whatsoever. Give it your best shot, Jenna. I just feel that you're showing yourself for the sort of person that you are. That the minute there's a bump in the road, everything that you know about the person is pulled out. Very much in the way that Dree dared to try and keep a neutral space and was immediately made a nothing and kicked out of everything. It's very transactional, your idea of friendship. It's not my idea of friendship. And although I wouldn't say I'm necessarily particularly close to Tragedy Pimps Exposed, I have an immense amount of respect for the work that she does in this community and the serious nature, the way that she takes it and how much work she puts into putting these things together. And I would just prefer that you didn't try to beat her with us because it's not going to work. We don't have a problem with her. Oh, and she's just popped up. Darling, I don't know if you've heard much of what was just said, but I was just stressing the fact that we don't give a damn what was said at a point where you were investigating a situation, and not to let it bother you. We don't take it seriously. That's pretty much it. People will try to make something out of nothing, and they will usually dig up long dead things to try and make something out of nothing. And I'm not interested. The idea that I would make the choice to defend Lolita as hard as I did, knowing the truth, and then suddenly change course and decide to make myself look a fool, having spent ages defending her, just suddenly turn around and go, oh, actually, no one would choose that. It's absolutely stupid. You would either decide to carry on down the road of lying, because that's the road you'd first decided on, or as soon as you discovered the truth, you would recognise the truth. And the second one is what happened. If you choose to believe that we always knew and that we somehow made a decision to lie and then midstream we decided to change our minds, I can't explain anything to you because it's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. Why would you lie to defend somebody and then make yourself look an absolute arsehole and have to start a new channel? I've made some stupid choices in my life, but even for me, that would be an extremely stupid one. But if you choose to believe that, I can't stop you believing it.
Hey,
No, I think
Shorty,
that
I
we all
haven't
feel
seen
the
you.
same, about the TPE situation. A, she wasn't cussing us and all that craziness or anything like that. And B, does Jenna really think that it's that far out there for people that don't really know each other that well to not trust each other? I mean, really, come on.
Look who we've been joined by. Hey, Shorty, the tavern. I haven't seen you for a while. Well, I saw you at 6 the other day, but I haven't seen you in a while. And Monica, I'm sure she brought her beep.
Do you know what? Whenever I hear the sound of a smoke alarm on any program, it needs the battery changing, I always think of Monica straight away.
Always. It's like forever going to be her
It's become synonymous,
signature.
hasn't it?
Yeah.
I imagine
Yeah.
Monica has it as her ringtone.
Celine Dijon in chat asked, have any of us heard from Lolita since all that happened, or did she just disappear? Did she ever apologize? I've never heard from Lolita. I don't know about you ladies.
I don't know
I'll answer
anything.
you in just a second. Hey, Kim. And the answer from me is no, I have not heard from her.
Nothing. Not a sight nor sound, nothing. And it's just really sad. And I know that there are people who are going to say, oh, they're still in touch, she'll come back. No, it's not like that at all.
If she contacted me, I would have a conversation with her.
I would
I would.
probably have a conversation, but I don't know how I would feel at all.
I don't either.
What I would say though is that I really hope out of all this the minor child that was dragged into this whole thing publicly is safe and well. I heard through somebody else that the second wife, the very opinionated person, was also still talking about us. Somehow
She
seems to think
was.
that we're making some sort of fortune. I haven't taken a dollar out, in fact, a dime. I haven't taken a dime out of this thing because I'm not interested in it. That's not what it's about for me. This is meant to be fun. You're the
April has
person who
not
crashed
taken
into
any
our
money
life.
from our monetization.
No,
That
I
is
don't
true.
take anything. I'm not interested. It doesn't bother me.
Neither has Bugsy. Just so those that are keeping track of wallets know.
As long as it covers the StreamYard account, which is in Soup's name, I don't give a damn if we never make another dime. I would like to get a new device for Eliza, but other than that, I'm not concerned. So, again, this person who crashed into our life, we didn't go looking for you, dear. You crashed into our life and still is very opinionated about it. I can't understand why. We never did anything against you. I'm sorry if it inconveniently came out that your husband isn't as pure as the driven snow in the way that you would like to present. But I'll say to you again, rather like the current situation that is going on with two creators within this community complaining about their mother having custody, if somebody is so terrible, how come they've got custody over you? That's what I would say. If you are as pure as the driven snow and wonderful people, how come this terrible, terrible, terrible person has custody? Not for me to answer that one. But keep your nose out of our business. We're not interested. You continue to go places, flapping your lips about us, people that you know nothing about, casting aspersions on our character, casting aspersions on what we may or may not have known and whether we're still in touch. You don't know anything. But my goodness, it doesn't stop you speaking, does it?
It doesn't stop any of them speaking on it. They really think that they have an understanding of what went down, and they just don't. And we've said it over and over and over how things happened. And at this point, I don't even care if they want to believe it or not. We told them the truth is what it is.
I must admit that's pretty much how I stand, apart from the fact that they then brought another person into it last night, and that's why I'm talking about it.
Right.
I don't want any negative feeling on our behalf towards Tragedy Pimps Exposed because we don't care. Nothing that she said was bad. Everything that she said was in the interest of trying to find out information, which is what her channel does. So I don't have an issue. Yeah, I love Ultra too. The aim is to get Eliza a new iPad, and that's what we will do because she does so much work towards this channel, and that's what our focus would be. And we don't see this as sort of like a money-making venture. We enjoy the fact that we've got members because we hope to do a lot of member-based stuff because that sounds wrong.
We do enjoy the member stuff, though. We've actually been having a lot of fun with the member stuff.
We've been having great fun in the Discord. It's great characters, and it is wonderful to meet new people. It really is.
It's been great being able to actually get on some of the voice chats and talk to people that we've never gotten to talk to other than in text and in chats and stuff. And
Yes.
it's really fun to really get to hang out with them like that. Kim, are you wanting to come up, or are you wanting a link?
She wants a membership link.
Isn't there a join thing? Is there not a button that says join? But there should be a link.
Yeah.
I thought that it should be in the details as well underneath.
Yeah, in the description of our video, it should be there too. But
I love this from
Can
We.
can we get a mod to drop a link for her then? If
6. I'm so sorry. She said she lost
there.
another friend to addiction.
It's, do you know, it's a tough thing when you've got friends who don't manage to work recovery and sobriety in the way that you have done. I've never had that issue personally. I'm talking generally. Six works so hard to support people and be honest about situations, and has lost a lot of people. And I can't imagine it gets any easier, because every new person is just like a little dagger to the heart. I'm so sorry, Six Up.
Bugsy, thank you for gifting memberships. I see Proud Marine Mom, the Tavern, Monica. Oh God, Monica, you better not be beeping on those calls. Let's see. I lost my place. The Tavern, Monica. Live Hangouts with Shorty, Adele P, Glitter, Sandwich Maker, Lorton Girl, Studio Headphones, Cat. We're all gifted memberships thanks to Bugsy. Thank you, Bugsy.
Thank you, Bugsy, and welcome all new members.
Yes, thank you, Bugsy. You are such a great support in so many ways.
Dictum just donated 5.
Oh, thank you, Dictum.
Granny H, MMS, Grits. I'm trying to see who else. Michelle D.
La-di-da.
Elizabeth
gifted.
Lander, if you go onto our community tab, you'll be able to see members only posts, and one of those posts will show you the link into the members Discord, and that's where all the members are hanging out, chatting, posting links, posting funny stuff, having voicemails, occasionally having a watch party. Although, to be fair, we've not really settled into any sort of regular watch party thing yet. That may happen, it may not. But yes, it's been a great place to meet up.
And for those that may have been trying to before for the Discord, the members only Discord, the old link, I didn't realize that they expire. So I did update a post today with a fresh link. So if you were trying and weren't able to get in, you should be able to get in with the link I just posted today, just a little while ago. And then, well, thank you, the Tavern. We love you back.
We do love you, Black Ladies, all of you.
It will land you in our welcome room, but when I get off the live, then I will vet everybody and allow you. The main area that we chit chat in is what do we call it? The members lounge or something like that. That's
Yes.
where everybody kind of hangs out in. So if I join, can I post my trolls in there? What?
If that's what you'd like to put in there, Triggers, you're more than welcome
Whatever.
to. We sure post ours in there.
Oh yeah, well, Traitors is in here. Shout out to Anne, you nasty little. You can't look at Traitors. Oh, Traitors is so ugly. I can't bear to look. Seriously, rein yourself in, Anne. You're becoming a disgrace. You're only a young girl. You've got the future and the world ahead of you, and you're choosing to hang around with women 2.5 times your age who spend all their time bitching about each other. I suggest a better hobby.
Flip Flop, welcome. And Dictum says thank you for the warm welcome to the community. Thank you for being a member for a month.
Oh, but also, yes, the other thing being, Anne says that I think too much of myself and I need to be humbled. Anne, I think life has done a pretty good job of humbling me, and what confidence I've got left, I intend to hold on to. If it's a problem for you, that's tough.
Pardon me. Oh, and Mama Howard. Yeah, I do talk a lot of shit. And?
Well, they say it takes one to know one.
I love it. You're all so welcome. I'm glad you're new members.
If you got cosmic brownies and you know it, clap your hands.
Do you know what? I have
Like
I do
seen.
not
Tangled
have
cosmic brownies or the little Debbie's?
Hi, Heather.
I have never had a cosmic brownie, but I have seen the box everywhere.
Do they
I
not
don't
have
think I
those
could
in the
eat
UK?
those.
Do they have Little
No,
Debbie snacks?
Little Debbie is not a brand over here at
Some of the
all.
little
We
Debbies
don't
are
have
okay.
Twinkies or.
Twinkies,
Tara
cool.
just gifted 5 memberships.
Sweet.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Tara.
Tara.
Welcome, Daydreamer, Dariel, Misty Day.
Don't you send those
Welcome
to
in
me,
Mystical
traders.
Magnolias. Welcome, Katie.
KBT.
The only thing I ever liked was the ding dongs, and they had to be in the foil packages.
They don't
I
have
never
them
had
in
ding
the
dong
foil
either.
anymore.
Or a Girl
they
Scout
don't taste
cookie,
good.
nothing like that.
What's wrong with that?
You know what, Pearl? We're
Don't
going to
do
have to
that.
send you a carrot pack. Well, you don't really eat sweets, though, do you?
No, I don't eat sweet things.
You're good.
I can't do it. I would, if once I start, there'd be no ending to it.
Hi,
And
Rosebud.
my blood sugar was getting a bit.
Yeah, I don't
Uh-oh.
want to. I don't want to.
I was just
We'll send
asking
you a
because
different kind of care
Traitors.
package because that we're not going to send you
Put in
back
your
on the
favorite
sugar
little
wagon.
snacks. No, we don't want you on the sugar wagon.
Traitor says she can DoorDash me some. And I was just thinking, from where you are over to here, that's going to be a really expensive DoorDash.
Do you have
That
DoorDash
probably
in the
still
UK?
wouldn't cover 6 months of
no.
Ziggy's DoorDash bill. Sorry, do I have what, darling?
DoorDash in the UK.
Oh, yeah, we do, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
then it
cool.
wouldn't be anything extra. She would just. Well, then if they don't
They'd
have it in
go
the
buy
UK, though,
it.
it doesn't
She's
work.
got to, yes, but they don't sell them over here. That's what I'm saying. It would have to be
no.
somebody.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to send you a package of stuff you don't have there, just so you can
Yeah.
check
Well,
it out.
You
Care
know what I'm going to
package.
have tomorrow?
Gay pirates?
Gay Pirates, 3 episodes. I can't
Ooh.
wait.
Oh my gosh, you'll be on top of the world.
And
When do the rest of the episodes
we are
happen?
not
We're not
gonna
even
be
going to see
able-
her tomorrow till it's
We are
over.
not gonna be
well,
able
as
to
long
live
as the
with Pearl.
writers
The
don't
memes,
screw
I
me
can
over.
vision it.
I'm sickeningly gleeful, and also I gathered
Carrot cake is
that
good.
JBT is going to a gig tomorrow, and he's meeting the performer, and it's somebody that they've been a fan of for years. And is it Yellow Wolf? And
Yeah, he
I've
loves
heard
Yellow
some of
Wolf.
the tracks. I love the tracks that I've heard. So that is going to be an exciting Thursday for JBT. Speaking of true crime, I gather that Haven has been doing a little bit of investigating herself. Interesting. Can't wait to see how that develops.
Well, for some reason,
Thank you, Monica.
Kim's membership did not show up, but she indeed just did become a member. So welcome,
Welcome, Kim. And thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Why is Kim
No,
in
you
our
didn't do it.
Discord?
Thank you, Monica.
You didn't do anything wrong. She
Hi, Susan.
sent me a screenshot. She goes, "Did I do something wrong? It's not showing up, but it says you joined." So I think you did it okay.
Hey, Susan, you're very welcome in here. It's not a problem at all. It's nice to see you.
Hey, Flies. I haven't seen you forever.
We adore you back, Kim.
Oh, I love flies. Flies are so sweet.
Oh, I thought you said fries,
see.
and then I was going to say, yeah, I like those too.
I love fries.
Me too.
I had me some funnel sticks tonight. Those were good.
So, can I show off some of the artwork I've been working on the last couple of days?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, well, Traders is in here. So, she had said something about wanting some merch.
I love
So-
it. It's so cute.
That's for the
Some-
girls, and
Somebody's
I
going to
didn't
have to explain the joke to me. I'm not sure that I get it.
and then
Hashtag justice for
uh,
Griswold.
I didn't leave the guys out. We got Justice for Grismo. And then there was a big purse fight the other day. Did y'all hear that?
I heard how you stole a purse from somebody.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Photo evidence.
Thank
I can't help it. I can't help it, Pearl. You know me. I just got the little spoon over here stirring.
Oh, dear.
There is the evidence right there.
Is that her beating up KK and taking the purse? Is that how it happened?
I'm
Yeah.
particularly enjoying the length of Heidi's neck. I love that
She-
sort of ET aspect to it.
It gets long when she gets mad.
So when is the duel? Are they going to fight it out? What's going on?
And then Purple, I heard, rebranded her Mean Girls channel.
Oh, yes, it's a dove, isn't it?
Well, it's a dove, but I helped her out a little bit on the next graphic, But she said she's a cult leader.
Cult leader?
And, yeah, she spelled one of the levels cult. But not how you or I would spell cult. Spelled it like this.
I love it.
She's a cult leader.
Now, you see, that's a
There she
pigeon.
is, leading her cult.
And for those unsure, that's the one with the purple and green bit at the neck, not the woolly thing or the piebald thing on the left. The pigeon is the bird with the purple and green. Just thought I'd clarify. I know people are unsure.
Well, that
we
one
have,
doesn't look like a dove.
No, that looks like a
it's
pigeon.
strange how much a pigeon doesn't look like a dove.
It's so crazy.
No, it's strange that someone would think that a dove was a pigeon. That's what I find strange, but just me.
And then argue with people who tried to tell her it wasn't.
I mean, it's not
She
even something you got to
argued-
read, Purple. It's a picture. Get it together.
Why would you argue with Magpie? Like Magpie is a bird. Magpie would know. And you argued and told that Magpie she was wrong.
Magpie knows
Man.
her birds.
The dove that you're using is by an artist called Ari Ferrer, and it is labelled as a dove. If anybody wants to Google it.
Oh.
I was just wondering whether you had sort of a nice handy picture of some sort of small dog playing the banjo. You know, like on the porch of deliverance. Ding, 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 ding.
Somebody asked her, went in there and asked if Grismo could play the banjo, but Heidi said no.
Poor Grismo. They could have formed a band with her son playing the piano. Would have been interesting,
With his uncle brother.
right? Hey, Carrie. Yeah, I didn't know that he was inbred till the other day. It's an interesting story.
Yeah, I didn't know either. It was news to me as well, Tanga.
You know, I thought that we were about to get a second 51 fuck salute earlier today. You know what? Can we run that real fast and then we'll talk about the morning events? I know Kraken's excited.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think you should go for it, Tanga.
Sure, hold on.
Everybody stand, please.
Cover your sensitive
Yes, everyone
ears.
stand. Hand over your heart.
Now just salute.
Fucking get on fucking rights, fucking fuck over and vote, right? Fuck up, fucking motherfucking with their own fucking context, fucking fuckers. Fucking get the fuck over it. Everybody fucking else, fucking weak, fucking, I get fucking interrupted, fucking do that, fucking surpasses her dumb ass. Fucking motherfuckers, get the fuck up here. Fucking sorry motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. Get the fuck over it and fucking get all these channels against me. I did what I did within my fucking rights on YouTube. Oh fucking well. From start to fucking finish, from fucking listening to me. Fuckers. Oh fucking thing. My motherfucking fault. Fucking sick of it. I can't do a motherfucking thing. Fucking 6-up. Fucking stalker. Oh fucking and fucking get all fucking rights. Fucking fuck over. Let me fucking thing. You wouldn't fucking treat them like that. They be in the fucking studio, right? I have 10 fucking business days from the day I fucking filed to submit paperwork, and I'm gonna use every last one of those fucking days. Don't have those fucking strikes in my fucking studio. No, it's fucking ridiculous. Go fucking review somebody else. I did what I did within my fucking rights. She can fucking pick up the phone and call her. She can fucking hit the panel or fucking bounce. Fucking sorry ass bitch. Fucking strikes. I ain't even the one that gets the fucking emails. My motherfucking fault. They fucking talk over you, do what they fucking did. And why the fuck is Tim in my chat?
6-up is my fucking hero.
This is great.
Because she's awesome. That's why.
Yeah, I love this whole thing. It's the best.
It is the best. It doesn't get old. It really doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Hi, bows and ribbons. Hi,
Yeah, I popped into Discord this morning like I do every day, somewhere between 10 and 11. I pop in finally because I work, so I was working and then all of a sudden I hear my phone ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I look in there and I see Cracking and Soup, both of them. Where's Senga? She's got to see this. I guess Nicolina went up and wiped up the floor with purple.
Yeah, I missed it too. I had to go back and catch it. I was disappointed.
Yeah, I did too. And then I had backed it up.
Me?
And I didn't back it up far. I know. Y'all know my number. Quit playing.
Right?
Hit the emergency line for that one. No, what I find funny about it, though, is that she's the one who contacted Nicolina about all of this stuff, trying to get Nicolina to go at us, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
And we don't have a personal relationship with Nicolina. But she, has stepped up and decided that she's not going to play into that bullshit. And now all of a sudden she's dirty. She does this. She does that. Nah, I didn't call her.
You think it was bad enough for you missing out completely? How do you think it was for me? I saw the start of it and then had to leave. Oh my God, fear of missing out the happy. It was just like, no. And I can't, I'm useless with the phone. I prefer the laptop. So it's like, by the time I got back, 6-up was live. And so they decided to hide it away so that she couldn't have, couldn't review it.
What? Dirty deleters?
No, I saw her saying Susan's. I saw her say in Susan's chat, that's not it. She had no idea. She doesn't watch 6-up. She had no idea. Was she trying to play her? Oh no, I had to private them to edit them so I don't get in trouble.
Just funnily enough,
that's what she said. Odd.
Every single one that she brought up was suddenly in need of editing. Okay.
Oh, what a coinky dink. Sure, Jan, sure.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that's definitely a sure Jan moment.
And let me guess, the parcel's in the post.
You're right. This weekend.
Other great truths.
Maybe I'll finally get that gummy bear I've been waiting on.
Why do you care?
We don't really care. We just like the fact that it annoys you. I would still like to have a poll. Sort of, have you sort of been promised a parcel from Purple? Did you get it? I would love to see the statistics on that.
I've only heard 2 people say that they've got stuff, and that was Susan and Heidi. So there may be others. Those are the only 2 I've heard of, though.
Isn't it though, KB? Lovely to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've enjoyed the spectacular egg explosion on Tiffany's face over the last 10 days. Because, boy, if anybody deserved to see something backfiring on Tiffany, it's her former mods who were treated so badly. I hope they've enjoyed the outcome of what has been an absolute shit show.
That's one thing I don't really say, is that I don't watch them if I actually do. Purple Jenna? Yeah, I'm watching. I am watching. Ziggy?
I
Not
will
so
watch
much.
as much
I
as
will
I can.
occasionally.
Sometimes it will get to the situation where the repetition of an issue or the things that are being said are just like, yeah, I'm done. Don't want to listen to this anymore. I'll go and do something more interesting. But yeah, no, I want to see what's going down. I don't have a problem with it.
Especially Nicolina's going to be popping up on that panel. I'm there for it with popcorn.
I used to watch all of it, and I'm done with that BS in like at least the first hour. Sometimes the first 30 minutes, you guys will notice I like bounce from where we're at. Because I don't know, it's gotten to where it's just the same old shit, and it's annoying. And I just get irritated, and I just, why am I doing that to myself?
No, I'm trying to explore some new and different channels as well. But yeah, no, I've been watching to see, because, I mean, like, you see a train wreck, you don't look away. You know?
Oh, no.
So, yeah, I'm watching it. Then there's other stuff that's an absolute train wreck, but I'm not even gonna, I can't even give it any attention at all. It's that bad.
Hey, Dynamite in the chat. We heard you mentioned earlier in Purples.
Oh shit, she even mentioned Dino? What does Dino do? She's hardly around, she works so much.
Dino doesn't do anything.
No, she's sweet. She works.
What did she say about Dynamite?
She just popped in and made one comment in the chat. I think it was along the lines of, why are you still going at this? Something really harmless, something innocuous. And of course, that went down well.
Yeah, I get it. Fuck her.
Did you get blocked? Wow.
Yeah, that's like going for Annabella. They don't mess with anybody. Leave them girls alone. Or Nico, my ditch donkey. Don't none of y'all mess with Nico.
We love you too, Dynamite. And Tango was mentioning that we need a super chat song.
Yeah, a little like video, like all the cool kids do with their super chats.
What cool kids do that?
If we're going to do a super chat video, we're going to need 2 or 3, because I cannot stand the same one being hammered over and over again. So we're going to need... I
tell you what, we were talking about doing a members live this weekend, and so I've been looking back in the vault, and I've got a bunch of funny clips, and maybe we can go through some of those and see if something in there strikes our fancy. You want to do that?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Did you have an idea, Liza?
No. I'm not a big fan of them, but, like Pearl says, if we have like a few of them that we can rotate through, then that'll be good.
Perhaps we can get Soup doing one of her impersonations, something along the lines of, "Oh, I see the jerks have got another super chat."
That's a good idea. Oh, hell,
here goes Fix Up, saying I have the best vault. She loves my vault.
that's a good idea. Yeah, and then if we do any that are just like getting on your nerves, chat members, everybody, let us know so we can retire it. Because I've
Yes,
seen some
please do.
stuff that people should have stopped doing so long ago, but they don't know. So
This was the controversial statement that Dynamo said in Perp's chat. You're live again. Do you ever sleep? Do you have a job?
this she YouTube is her job.
No.
That's
I
what
thought a
she
job is
said.
what paid your bills.
I
Am I
said, do
wrong?
you
If
ever
YouTube,
sleep? Only on the
if
job.
right, if YouTube is your job, would you not prepare for it?
Until it pays my bills, it's my hobby. Just saying.
Right? It's my hobby, and I still prepare for it.
Right. Even before we monetize, I mean, we put in a lot of preparation. I'm talking like them now. Preparation into our shows.
Right.
Except today, because we just wanted to be lighthearted and things like that. Because it's been so dark around
Today
here.
is definitely off the cuff.
Exactly. Tragedy Pimps has got the right idea here. 6 up, and I have 4 that we go through because I get how annoying one can be. Oh, it really can. No, especially if it's one that wasn't particularly brilliant to start with.
Right. That's all I had to add, right?
Angus' tone of voice is killing me. Liplock should definitely have the adapted version of a "We Are a Cult" thing as her
Yes.
cash app. I know that she's not monetized on the actual Liplock No More channel, but you should use it on the other one because it's hilarious.
It is very funny.
Whose clip was it that Six was playing of Lip Lock talking about the cult with the people with the cheese graters and stuff beating on them?
I don't know who made it. I know
Was
that
it
it
Be the
Was
was
it?
in.
Bean?
I was
I
gonna
know
say. I
that
thought it was Be the
Paloma
Bean.
posted it.
We
Oh
should play that.
yes,
That was so funny.
been very funny editing.
Oh, we don't have soup up here yet. We can't play it. We will. We'll get to it. It is
I must
so funny, Lip Lock.
The pig is
Yep.
very cute.
Liplock says it was Be the Bean.
Tiny Dancer's been putting out some great videos too. I love the clip channels, especially the really fun ones like that. Those are
Yes,
great.
I enjoy them as well.
Yeah, I love all the clip channels that make me laugh. They're the best.
I would actually send a super chat in order to see Kim in Colorado doing the pots and pans routine from that clip.
She'll do it. You can't say nothing like that. She will actually do it.
I know, that's why I'm saying it. I'm invested in the idea now.
She will totally do it.
I just hope that you have a couple of saucepans big enough so the lids give you full coverage.
Oh my gosh.
I have
Says I
not
promise I
seen.
will.
I have not seen Be the Bean's Liplock No More Power Washer video. Now I'm intrigued.
Oh
I gotta
no.
see that. I
Yeah,
have
and
the best clip of Lip Lock. You guys know the one I'm talking about. The one that I
yes,
edited to the one of Zicky saying that she loved a good dick down.
yes.
That's funny. I'm gonna have to put that out sometime.
Shout out actually to Dree's Lives, which for me are sort of like very early hours of the morning when very little is going on, and have been very entertaining. I've enjoyed the chat there. It's very chill. No big panel or anything like that, just general conversation, little bit of mental health awareness. It's been good.
Yeah, I heard she's really good. I might have to stop over and check it out at some point. Oh, you're welcome, Dino. Dino has some real chill hangouts at night. So me and
Dino
Cracking Dr. Mink.
does have a very chill live and very funny. Some of her clips are
Hmm.
hysterical.
Yeah, you will
She's a
laugh.
very funny person. Dino likes to laugh, and I like that about her. Annabella's another one that has really good lives. She's got a small group, but she has a great live, and it's always a really positive message, and you leave there feeling really good. I love going to
With the
Annabella's.
Annabellas, though, with the Annabellas, she has such a soft, gentle, sweet tone. I always feel like I'm at the library.
She's got that like soft, sweet, sexy kind of secretary, librarian kind of voice, you know,
I feel
that
like everybody
ASMR
should
kind of
be
thing.
whispering in there, yeah.
I know she does.
And then Dino is like the wild and crazy. They're like opposites.
Yeah, they
Hey,
are.
Paloma.
One of the things that happened in Drees was that Lindy started writing a sort of 12 Days of Christmas in True Crime YouTube. That was fantastic. And she sent me I said to her, screen grab that, send them to me, because there is definitely a Christmas video coming of that. The 12 Days of True Crime YouTube.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was quite elaborate.
Paloma. I don't know what size of Mountain Dew Paloma was on yesterday, but I could do with a bucket load of that, please.
God.
Paloma said the light's turning red. She can't chat anymore. She's got to go.
True Crime Christmas Pigeon style.
Getting it all wrong,
I
napping and
reckon-
taking way too long to do it.
She accidentally drank an extra large.
Did the size not give it away?
Oh, that's so funny. Magpie says, well, I was my dog's favorite person. But then I gave her
I
a
was my
bath.
dog. I was my dog's favorite person. Then my mom showed up with steak scraps.
My new puppy gave me a bath the other day.
Did
I
he
tried
really?
to give him
Oh,
a bath, and I
tell us
ended up
about the
getting
puppy.
so soaked. He
Do you have a picture you
is
could show?
no, not uploaded. Not since he has gotten his cone of shame off. Now cone free. Yeah, I did give him a bath the other day, but that was like he just kept. I did it in the sink because I don't want to lean over the bathtub and chase a little puppy all through the bathtub. But he just kept trying to climb out, so I mostly washed him on my shoulder. I was so by the time I got done. But yeah, he's grown quite a bit since we got him. And
Puppies
then
are the best.
yeah, he's starting to use everybody for a chew toy, so we're working on that. You know, like
I was just going to
these are
say
your
you're still being chewed.
yeah. And, but you know what I'm getting wounded with more than that is his sharp little claws. He doesn't mean to do it, but I am cut up from his little paws. But
The paws and those
he's
little needle teeth, and they don't mean to. They're just playing, you know. But yeah, they
right,
will. They'll rip you up.
exactly.
And your poor arm looked terrible, Eliza. I felt so bad when I saw it.
I got a
It
new one
really
on the
did
back
look
of my
sore.
hand on that same arm. Then on the back of my hand, he got me. So it just looks like I look like I've been beat up, but it's just a puppy. But yeah, and then my daughter's boyfriend went and adopted the only remaining pup from that litter that was left at the shelter. So all the others, he was from a litter of 10, and all of them got adopted except for this one that was still left at the shelter. So my daughter's boyfriend went and got her on Monday, and the only picture I've seen of her, she's like brown, where he's like mostly all black. In the sunlight, it looks like you can see a little brown to his coat. He is a Labrador and black German Shepherd mix, so he looks like a black lab mostly to me.
Yeah, he reminds me of a lab too. He's so cute, his little white chest. Oh.
No, he doesn't have any white on him.
Oh, I thought he had a white stripe. Somebody was showing me a picture of a little black puppy with a white stripe. I thought it was you.
No, he doesn't have any white on him. He's all completely dark, and then his sister is all brown. But the boyfriend sent a picture of her after he got her back from the vet, because she also, here when you adopt them from the shelter, they immediately go over to the vet to be spayed or neutered. And so he had picked her up from the vet after her spay. And all you seen was like these snarly teeth. When he took the picture, she looks like a mean dog. I'm sure she was just in a bad mood after the surgery. But we'll see. I hope she's nice. But yeah, he's getting big. I'll get pictures of him and share them sometime soon.
Yeah, you'll have to do that or stick them in members or something. The way everybody can see. Everybody loves puppies. Puppies and babies.
Okay, we need video of you washing the Great Pyrenees, please.
Oh my gosh. I could not even take that on. I don't even know how you do it, Vintage.
I just sort of imagine two of them with brooms.
Well, they have here. I didn't do it, obviously, for the little pup because he's so little. But I did for my boxer. They have the Tractor Supply place. And at the back there, they have a pet washing station. And you pay like $8 or something. And you take your pup in there. They have the raised tubs, that...
Yeah, they're like little walk-in stalls.
Yeah, and you can get them in there. They provide all the shampoo, the towels, the everything, the dryers, everything you need. And so it is like completely worth it to not have that mess to clean up after the bath and to save your back from having to bend over like that. So yeah, I used to do that with my boxer.
Yeah, I used to have to do that with Nix because she was so big, and there's no way I could have wrestled her into the tub if she didn't feel like going. So I used to take her to those where I could just walk her in.
And they will destroy your drains if they shed.
Mm-hmm. Well, she wasn't so bad. Now, Bandit, my little Corgi Beagle mix, he's the one with all the hair. He's horrible, that dog. Well, he's a great dog, but all that hair is another thing.
Yeah. You know who's not here? Where's Roxy? I haven't seen Roxy for a while. I was going to give her a hard time talking about dog grooming and all.
Right. Well, we should play her video and remind people why you should go to a professional groomer.
Yeah, let's do that.
These are actual pictures of Roxy's dog, correct?
Let me find it. We gotta name this stuff better. Oh,
Hey, Tiff. Yeah, the one next to me is like, it's kind of like a car wash, but you take your dogs there.
This is a public service announcement on behalf of dogs. The diploma-owning Grooming Stylists of America.
Our dogs deserve the best in life: fun, freedom, healthy food, exercise, and great physical care. A pampered pooch is a happy pooch. Just look at those happy faces. But there's a dark reality out there, threatening the happiness of America's dogs. A trap that even the most loving owner can fall into. Something that will leave your beloved pets scared to leave their home. Look at Winnie. too ashamed to come out from underneath her blanket. And who can blame her? Every day in America, a loving but misguided owner attempts to groom their own dog. No, we're not talking about essential bathing and brushing. We're talking about owners who look at their scissors and think, how hard can it be? Well, the answer is pretty darn hard. Just look at the evidence. Winnie's owner is a hairdresser. And look what happened. Not all skills are transferable to another species. Here's Winnie with a haircut from a dog's professional. One that didn't leave her hiding under a blanket in shame. Dogs of America and all the dogs of America are begging you to listen to the experts. Put the scissors down and back away from the dog.
Every reason why you should take your dog to a professional groomer.
Poor Winnie. I'm just drawing attention to Kraken Ass's post. I agree, Kraken. Regardless of any current personal animosities that go around on YouTube, when you've got a surgery plan that you need to have and there's a complication that prevents it from happening, that is always a really big issue. And I truly hope, Ray, that you get your surgery sorted and you're on the road to recovery as soon as possible. Surgery is bad enough without having to deal with a whole load of complications. So best of luck to you and best wishes.
Hope the road to recovery is smooth. I lost my train of thought there for a second.
Yes, I tried to trim my Great Pyrenees. I was so embarrassed, and I think she was ashamed of me for doing.
She was ashamed. I had a boss that had a Great Pyrenees, and that dog, it was beautiful. The dog was huge and just gorgeous and white and fluffy. But yeah, that's a lot of hair to deal with too.
Well, I was trying to make her look nice and neat on her legs, and I kind of went too far, and I was like, oh shit. She looked like a big white blob on sticks. And I was and I hope it grows fast.
Well, I wish you'd have sent pictures before we did that commercial because
pictures. It was we've shaved the cat. I trimmed her. I don't do the cat though. I'm not doing the cat.
I wish I could shape Bandit, but where he's part beagle and part corgi, he's got that that hair like the beagle has, and then he's on top of it. He's got that puff like the corgis have, that long puffy hair, and it's like this double coat, and it's just so much. It's so much.
And I can't remember. Do the Great Pyrenees have 2 coats or 3? I know the Golden Retrievers, they have several coats, an undercoat. Oh my gosh. Great Pyrenees.
I got 2.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And the vet told us.
Yeah, I got one of those Furminator brushes, and it helps. It helps a lot, but it's so much. That dog is so much.
What kind of brush?
Furminator.
A Furminator.
Oh, okay.
They're expensive. It's like a $50 stinking dog brush, but they do help with the undercoat.
It's wonderful, and you want to get that undercoat off, or else they're going to blow it all over your house.
Checking. We were wondering about you either last week or the week before because we hadn't seen you around. Hope you're well. It's good to see you back.
Yeah, we were discussing it. It's good to see you, Checking. We love you, honey.
You have a golden doodle. I think I've missed the comment. Susan,
aren't the golden doodles hypoallergenic? Like they don't have allergens in there. Yeah.
And see, we have our smallest dog is a border terrier because we rescued her. She doesn't shed or anything. She's got like coarse hair.
Yay!
Hey, Susan, take that over there to your channel. You're not going to do it here. Here, I'll block you. One more thing like that here. I'm not having it.
Did I miss
What's
something?
going on?
Sorry.
Check the back chat.
Oh,
Bye to everybody.
Okay.
Here, not now.
Okay. I saw it. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
look who's
checking
here.
said she's in the hospital.
Oh, checking.
Oh,
I
checking.
hope you start feeling better soon, sweetie.
Well, I hope we can bring you a smile and a giggle. Do you guys look? Look who's here.
Tiny terrierist.
It's my
Is that a
favorite
root vegetable?
terrorist.
Is that avatar by chance a root vegetable?
Oh, it's been rooted to within its life.
The carrot.
I heard this whole story the other day about an unfortunate person who had done a whole situationship of backing up onto a camera to take a video and then a still shot and then send it to. And I'm like, these are things nobody would ever know.
No.
And I'm like, why are you telling people this? Now, you can't expect me not to know it now. It's out in the world. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm
Checking.
sorry, checking.
I'm
I
so
love
sorry
you.
to hear that, checking. I really hope that
Praying
the
big
best
time for you,
medical
checking.
science can get down to work for you and have you on the road to recovery. It's a terrible
Oh,
shock when you get that sort of diagnosis.
I'm so sorry.
If you're of the praying persuasion, we would appreciate if you could add checking to your prayers. It would be appreciated. I'm really sorry to hear that, checking.
Me too.
Checking, just keep on
Very sorry.
fighting.
and checking if you need something to lift your spirits and give you some much needed distraction. We are here for it, love. So don't forget that we have a purpose too. If you need us, you know where we are, love. That is always available.
Yeah, she and I messaged. You can hit me anytime, sweetie. I bestow upon you my we.
Yes. Tango will rent me out.
$17.
It will be glorious. Although it gives me a good segue to bring something else up. There has been a recent situation that has been talked about a little on another adjacent sector to where we are, of another creator who has been recently diagnosed with breast cancer, and that is
no.
Alicia Clare.
Science girl.
Yep.
No.
I have a lot of respect and admiration for Alicia. Like myself, she can have a bit of a slick mouth at times that can get us into trouble. But I believe her intentions are usually good.
She's had a
Now,
hell of a couple of years.
oh my lord, hasn't she just? But this year seems to have hit her a bit hard, and that's on top of all of the other stuff. So as well as for checking, if you could add Alicia to your little prayer list, if you're of the praying persuasion, as Pearl so nicely put it, that would be much appreciated, because life is rough for us all. We all know that. Unfortunately, some people seem to forget it real quick. And whenever you're dealt blow after blow after blow, it takes a toll. Something that you maybe could have handled better at one point can just take the rug from underneath your feet a little bit. And I want to give credit where it's due here. Some very unfortunate people had been going at Alicia, demanding such things that she would prove that she had cancer and all such horrible things, saying some really nasty stuff because of grudges they've had for a couple of years. I have my differences with Laura, previously Perplexed QT, now STFD and Listen, or whatever variation she has today. But I want to give respect where it's due here. Laura came out yesterday and did not only the right thing, but in a very classy way. She helped to correct somebody who was saying some very unfortunate things in a way that only she could have done it because they are on good terms, and it was the right thing to do. And I want to say thank you, Laura. Thank you. I don't care if you don't like me or you don't know who I am, or none of that matters. What matters is you did the right thing yesterday, and I'm proud of you for it. So thank you. That is all.
Yeah, I will always support anybody who steps up to the plate like that and does the right thing. I know just a few weeks ago, Laura was quite opinionated about me and the sort of the channel generally. That means nothing. This is a far more significant thing, and I know that there's an awful lot of speculation that goes around whenever anybody gets this sort of diagnosis, but there are so many people involved now in sort of Silent Skills' care over the last couple of years that really, anybody who honestly thinks that they're all going to go along with some sort of exaggeration or lie, it's not logical. And taking out past animosities on somebody who's ill, don't do it. Just purely, if even the thought of karma is enough for you, don't do it. But just have a moment of kindness, because eventually, one way or another, it might not be the C word, but one way or another, as you get older, something will go wrong. It's the nature of the beast. Our bodies are designed with limitations, and eventually everybody has some sort of illness or infirmity, just the general aches and pains of getting older. A little kindness goes a long way.
And for anybody who would like to support her current kindness, because I do think it's one thing our community can be very good at. Not just throwing money at a thing to make ourselves feel better the way that some people do, but in order to stand together. And that can be as strong a statement as calling somebody out, or, showing receipts and doing all the things. Sometimes we need to be able to address the fact that there are bigger situations at hand here. And as Laura herself said yesterday, disagreements are one thing, going at each other is one thing, but then when something like this hits you, all bets are off. That wipes the slate clean for most people, and it should do. It should. It's why I took it so personally several months ago when a certain other unfortunate decided to have a go at somebody closer to us, saying that unfortunate things about their cancer diagnosis. It should matter to all of us. It's a thing that affects so many people. So few people go with their lives untouched by cancer. But Laura did a very good thing yesterday, as well as all of these other things. And I'm aware of the irony of me stating this. That's why I'm saying it. Because credit where it's due. She took half of her membership fees and donated it to an American breast cancer research organization in Alicia's name. And then they had a talk, all positive things from an absolute nightmare of a situation. And it was really good to witness, really good things. This community can surprise you sometimes in a positive way. Those are things we should celebrate. So if you can drop over there at some point, and she's going to be doing that for the rest of this month, if you feel so inclined to assist, please do, because she's donating every day half of whatever membership fees are signed up to her for the month. And I can't fault that. I can't. It's a good thing.
No, it's great. It's a great thing. And I do know that there are, I think there's one wish list, isn't there, that's for Alicia, and I believe that Valoma has it on her community tab. Do you have it on your community tab as well? I can't remember.
No, I hadn't shared it because Baluma had shared it, but I will grab
Right,
it.
yeah, it's no point hammering it too much. Right, Valoma's community tab, you'll be able to find that wish list if you want to do something practical and direct, because it's great to be able to show a bit of support. Hey, Tater, it's good to see you.
Tater has the best name.
I take great joy in saying later, Tater, because we don't
Right?
get, you know, it's so cute, so cute.
Tater, it is. It's really cute. At first, I thought it was a name making fun of Ziggy because I've seen people call her Tater. She's so dumb. But then I just realized it was her name. It's cute, though. I like it. Earth, it's so good to see you in here, huh?
Don't tell her that. Earth put me behind the bars.
I
She
saw
put
that. I
me
cheered it
in
on.
jail.
I told her in the comments you're naughty. You didn't see that?
I did. Oh, you know I did.
We were asking how to put the Raymond noodles onto your commissary.
Per wee Raymond Noodles is going to he going to get it. Yeah. Like there's not much else to do in the jail. Me and Raymond are going to be great pals. It was funny. Pooh is also behind the bars.
Is Pooh behind bars, too? I haven't seen Pooh today. I guess that's the reason for it, huh?
There was at least a warrant out for them also, so you know we're terrorizing YouTube, because you know we can remember things, and that's not allowed. So free the way.
No remembering of things, it's illegal.
Right?
It makes you an
Crime.
outlaw. Six said Pooh is on the run. Nobody wants to hear about the runs.
You have to admit, Pooh, I thought we
good.
doing Shawshank Ewok would be hilarious, and then whenever Pooh went behind the bars, I'm like, Shawshank Pooh is going to be one heck of a situation. I'm just saying.
Free Pooh.
Shawshank Pooh.
You saying
Oh,
that is
no.
immediately making me think of The Thick of It, and you know the quote I'm thinking of. It's like the Shawshank Redemption, but with more shoveling shit and less fucking redemption. UK politics.
Right. I mean, it sums up the situation so beautifully that there's we're going to be 90 and repeating those lines because they're still going to be perfect and
So
timeless.
many lines from that series that I could just repeat.
Oh no, everybody's going to jail.
Right? All going behind
Hey, you're
the
all
bars.
going to jail. I'm working mine today.
I'm not going back.
You're not going back.
I refuse to go back.
They'll never take me alive.
I spent like 11 hours in jail once. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. I quit. We're good.
Yeah, I've spent about 3 or 4 hours on 2 occasions, that whole sort of nowadays, if you're caught on a protest and they just kettle you, they keep you all in one place. But way back then, they used to drag you all off in the van. But I think that they had too many reports of people injuring their back from dragging people. So now they've got a new technique. They kettle you in, which means that they keep you enclosed in one place with lots of police and bore you to death for a few hours until you decide you don't want
Yeah.
to do it next time. But most people are more determined and come back. Jane Blonde, this is going to sound an odd thing to say. I'm so glad that you got the information and the diagnosis, because that's the important thing. Now that we live in a time where the medical applications and things that they have for HIV are so impressive. I'm so pleased that they got your diagnosis so that you can actually move forward with some treatment. It must have been awful, because one of the worst aspects of any illness that you have is the waiting to find out what the heck it is. So I'm so glad that they found out for you. It must have been awful over the whole thing of being in lockdown. Must have been really difficult.
Right. And as Pearl said, it's amazing considering that a lot of us are of a similar age group. And I know over here in the UK, when the, big unearthing of HIV and AIDS what became a thing, there were the ad campaign that went on to make people aware of such a thing was such a frightening and
Terrifying.
life-altering situation that so many people were scarred by it. I can understand the idea, but I am so grateful that it's one of the few things that medical science has done amazingly well. It has gone from being such a life-ending situation to something that can be treated
There
very well, and that's a positive thing, a real good positive thing.
apparently there is crime going on in the chat.
Oh Lord.
Crime?
Somebody is hoarding bacon. Somebody is
Give me
hoarding
the bacon.
bacon.
I'll have to break this
This
fight up.
is
We and I must have the bacon now.
unacceptable. Absolutely no hoarding of bacon. It will not be tolerated.
Give me the bacon. You can't be trusted with it.
Busted.
Dun dun.
If you have any other pork products, give those to me as well. We do love the pig around here. I said I ain't doing nothing. That's always my stance, Heather. Way to go.
That's one of the funny things. Our bacon is so different to yours.
Make me get my badge out.
Is your bacon ham like the Canadians?
Well, it is. You would definitely term it more ham-like, but to us, it's just bacon. Your bacon is very fat-based. Little strips.
Which we would call streaky bacon.
Yes,
As
yes.
opposed
Everything
to
has a
back bacon,
purpose.
which is what we call bacon.
I love it. It's so salty and yummy.
Back bacon is the good
Streaky
bacon.
bacon is the best.
No. I love you, but no.
All right. The bacon problem has been solved.
I'm getting all the bacon. You're right. It's been solved.
I want some.
Okay, I'll share a wee bit.
All right, thanks. Just enough for a sandwich.
If that's not one of the joys of life, I don't know what is. A bacon sandwich.
Bacon. Oh,
Right.
so good.
I want to know
Bacon
what restaurant
and
it is
tomato.
that Soup's husband has taken her to tonight. Because
She said
Italian place.
Oh, is it? Right. I didn't know. I
Yes.
didn't catch what type of place it was. Well, I hope they're having a fantastic time. It's always sad when a place that you love closes down because, the economy just isn't up
it
to supporting
is.
it.
Especially when it's someplace you like to go as a couple. You know what I mean? That's the worst. because you have all those memories there. When he said I eat bacon daily and I could be vegan without bacon. I don't know about vegan, but I could easily be a vegetarian. But, meat.
I could easily be a vegetarian because I love all types of
Same.
vegetables, salad and
I
fruit.
do too.
Bubblegum here. Yeah, I have a fear of germs following that advert in November 1989 has never left me. Yeah. The HIV AIDS adverts in the 80s in the UK were truly terrifying. They were designed to be terrifying to keep people from casual sex, and to a certain extent, I feel that they worked. Between that and all the music about the imminent fact that we were all going to die in a nuclear disaster of the 80s were
Right.
absolute laugh a minute.
I mean, you all wonder
Hey.
why we have a slightly dark sense of humor. It's because we
And Thatcher.
survived that
Right.
stuff. That's how we lived. We were like, those were our formative years.
Right? We survived back when people didn't buckle their kids up and we rode in the backs of trucks and stuff like that. Nobody thought twice about it. I don't know how we lived. Nobody wore a helmet.
Right?
The
And then for
back of station
entertainment,
wagons.
then for entertainment, we'd have a TV series like Threads.
Yes.
Picture books like When the Wind Blows. about
Gather
nuclear
round,
disaster.
everyone.
Was it Mouse about concentration camps?
Let's not forget Ring Around the Rosies.
Yeah.
And then at school,
Right.
you would read Ratso.
Wasn't Ring Around the Rosie actually about the plague?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
They made all these little cute sing-song things about horrible stuff.
The posies were
Ashes, they all fall down. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody dies. Yay, next verse.
So dark. Tater wants no carrots, just steak and eggs and bacon.
right. I don't really like cake, but my only preferred cake would be carrot cake, and now even that is ruined for me. I feel I've taken this as a very personal slight, and I won't.
I feel you. I'm not a big sweets person, but I do love a good carrot cake. Now
I love
I can't.
carrot cake.
I hate carrot cake. And you know what I hated even worse? My mom would make it every time we had a potluck with church or anything, anytime we went everywhere. Everybody swore, who liked this? Carrot salad where it had carrot and raisins in it. That was
And
the
the mayonnaise?
nastiest looking stuff ever.
Oh, ew. That's gross.
I remember seeing that at church potlucks. Yes, everyone I went to church.
Raisins.
It was a
Same
long
number
time ago and I had
raisins.
no control.
My mom probably brought it.
Chris Dunn. Oh, raisins.
Better
gross.
than your mom and mine. Mine would have burned it even if it didn't need cooked. That's how she does it.
Ugh.
I don't do
I love my mom to death, but my dad used to say she doesn't mean drive-through. Ain't it?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
Doesn't
carrot
mean
cake.
drive-through.
That's what he always said. She'll like throw food on and then go sit down and start watching something, totally not paying attention to what's burning in the kitchen until smoke comes rolling into the living room. And she's like, oh yeah, I was making something. Oh my God, we're going to order today.
I love
like
Alta.
carrot
Your
cake.
mom made it too.
I have to admit, it's one of my secret pleasures.
Likewise,
You know
Mom.
those little recipe cards that your auntie or your mummy or granny would have back in the day that had been collected for years and years and
I
years
still have
with
them.
all these
In a
weird
little
little.
plastic box that you would flip
Oh
through.
yes,
Yes, I
yes.
know the one.
And you would leaf through it, and there would be like some weird thing like carrot and pork terrine with a grape and something or other
Yes.
salad, and you'd be like, what on earth?
I saw one. There was a
I thought it
spam
was-
salad. It was like a spam salad with random mixed vegetables inside of it, just encased in gelatin.
Oh my
And I was like,
Yes.
whoever thought that was a good idea?
The
My
gelatin
husband
marketing
loves
board
Spam.
dominated
Ugh.
the 70s, I feel. Everything was in a
Oh.
jelly.
Can you
Ew.
imagine?
Oh,
Yeah,
it
those
looks so
canned
awful.
hams. Wouldn't those canned hams and Vienna sausage? They're all in that jelly stuff. It's so gross.
Can you imagine dating somebody and you'd be saying it's all right, Mum? His parents are very wealthy. They've made good money
dig
in
him.
big gelatin. They're
Oh.
very wealthy. You'd be like, what?
Mm. No, I love some Jello salads. I really do.
I'm not a big fan of Jello. I don't like stuff that moves before I touch it.
Mm, I like it with mandarin orange.
It's not that it tastes bad because it's fruity, but it just weirds me out. I don't know.
No, when they put, my aunts would do the orange gelatin, put mandarin oranges, and then they shredded up carrots. I'm like, no, these don't go together. You can do
Right?
the mandarin oranges
In
with
Jell-O?
cream and
Yes, in Jello.
It's
Yes.
gross. It's
Right,
so
Daphne?
nasty. You do not put carrots in it. I love mandarin oranges.
It's like they used to group things
No.
together by like color palette
I'm
and
like,
then just wing them into
ew.
gelatin and then go, there you go, that'll be
Oh.
tasty. And you'd be like, no,
Yep.
that's not going to be tasty. That looks
I always
evil.
thought of
Mm-mm.
Jell-O. I always thought of Jell-O when I was a kid as like a dessert.
Me
You
too.
put carrots in there. That is not dessert.
No,
That is
it's gross.
punishment.
It's
It's punishment.
gross, right? My mom would make what was it? It was cherry Jello, cherry or strawberry. I can't remember which, but anyway, she
It
put
was red.
applesauce in it. It was red. She put applesauce in it, and then those little red hots. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I know it sounds weird, but it's really good.
And getting Michelle Sabaté flashbacks and I can't handle it. It's
Still you put
No.
traumatizing me.
Still you
Peas are
put
gross.
peas
Peas
and
are
carrots
nasty.
in gelatin. Wait.
Blech.
With tuna.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
why?
Oh my god.
We're going to run everybody off with this kind of talk.
Right? I know.
Did y'all see that spinach dip recipe I put in this
Yes.
quarter?
Yes, I'm totally gonna make that.
Crock pot
Totally gonna make
spinach
your
dip.
spinach dip.
We should move that room into the members Discord, actually. That way everybody
Yeah.
can put their favorites in there. Because I'm always putting something in there.
So, I'll say
I'm the
that too.
crockpot queen, where all my kids played sports and stuff. Especially in the fall, it seemed like as soon as they got home from school, we were running. And then we'd get home about 8, 9 o'clock and have to eat. So I put everything in a crockpot when
I
they were
like
little.
Jellos. Now cooked pudding, my mom would make no, no, that's just nasty. No, no, no.
Why? Why?
Huh? I
why is
don't
it
like it.
nasty?
I like the instant pudding.
Oh, you
It's
see,
just
I grew up on a farm, and for us, we had to like come home a couple of miles
the
from
cooked
school. We
pudding.
just used to walk home, and my granny was very old school.
Mhm.
So like she would always have something ready for us
Right.
coming home from school, and it would be something like rice pudding or cake or pancakes or something.
Wow.
Because you would
No,
be
I don't.
cold and
Mhm.
just a wee bit on the frosty
Mhm,
side.
mhm.
You're warming yourself by the fire. So it's one of those things that I know it's not healthy and I know all that, but it gives you that instant feeling that's just like, oh, it's going to
And
be
like
all right.
oatmeal, it's filling and warm and
I
comforting.
know, but I
Oatmeal's
can't.
nobody's favorite, but it gives you all those
I
like
like it.
feelings.
I
Yeah.
like it in things, but straight out oatmeal, I had to tell a doctor after I had one of my kids. They brought me oatmeal, and I said, I can't eat this because it won't stay on my tongue. Just flies off. Oh, it smells so good, though, and it tastes good in things. But
Tavern said she loves
And
peanut
it's-
butter. I'm a girl
I
for
like
you.
peanut
I make
butter.
all the peanut butter goodies because my ex-husband and all 3 of my kids just love peanut butter anything.
peanut
So
butter's good. Right, 6 Up, and I put chocolate chips in my oatmeal cookies. They're so good. And I have
I do a
As long as
chocolate
you
peanut
keep
butter
the
poke cake
raisins
that's
out
like
of 'em.
to die for.
no
The
raisins.
raisins.
No chocolate chips. No raisins. Those don't
Mm.
fly with me.
Put some
Well, you would have lost
cinnamon.
those 5 pounds you gained tavern if you think too much about the Jello with the carrots and peas and tuna in it.
Ew.
Jiggle, jiggle.
I'd have
Jiggle,
to be
jiggle,
really
wiggle,
hungry to
wiggle.
want to eat that.
I think that we had similar.
I'd starve.
I think we and I
Very
had
strange
similar
recipes.
upbringings.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, my granny used to cook all. That's all. We didn't eat out. My granny was like,
We didn't eat out either, unless we go
That's
to
how I learned to
Fur's.
cook. They have pictures of me little up sitting on the counter with my grandmother making biscuits and stuff like that. I
So
always did it,
cool.
so I've always loved to cook.
My granny was only a wee tiddly woman, and she used to have like little tiny hands.
A
But
wee
somehow
what
she
woman?
used to cook a wee tiddly woman, only a wee short woman. But she used to make things with a handful of this and a wee pinch of that and another handful of something else. I have
Yep.
never been able to do that in my entire life. And Lord knows I have tried. I tried really hard. I need a recipe. I need measurements. I need to do it that way. But my granny would have been just, throw a bit of that in and put something of that in. And it would always
do
turn out
that.
amazing.
I do that with different things, with meatloaf, which I know some people go, ew. But I like to change it up so it's not just
I love a good meatloaf.
Oh, I do too.
I make a stuffed meatloaf with asparagus and ham and Parmesan
Ooh.
cheese. Oh my God, it's so
Oh
good.
my gosh, that sounds good. Now, my son loved my meatloaf and my fried chicken. And he was always begging me, please, Mom, make it.
Bread and butter pudding.
Oh, it's amazing.
I don't know what that is. I haven't had
know
Bread and
what that
butter
is.
pudding is so good. It's so rich and yummy.
It
So
really
sweet.
is.
Right? It's real sweet. Okay.
Hey, Pearl, can I ask you a question?
A fantastic account that does retro recipes on TikTok and YouTube is a guy called Dylan Hollis, and he does fantastic recipes. Some of them are utter disasters. He digs up old recipe books. Some of them are just weird. Like candle salad. What on earth was going on in America during the 60s? It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's obviously meant to be some sort of phallic symbol rather than dessert.
Spotted dick. I always thought that was
That's what I was going to ask, actually, when I said, can I ask you something, Pearl? I was going to ask about spotted dick. I heard it's a pudding, but it just has a pretty interesting name. What is it exactly?
It's like a type of steamed sponge pudding with dried fruit in it, which is the spots are actually like raisins. And
It actually sounds delicious.
No, it doesn't.
It's actually really nice with custard, and it used to be called spotted dog. I don't know when it suddenly
Why
became
did change
spotted
it to
dick, and my
spotted
mom
dick?
would not allow us to call it spotted dick because she was vulgar. We had to call it spotted dog, and we used to really wind her up by deliberately saying spotted dog's dick, and she would hit the roof.
Oh my gosh!
And then we just go. I was confused.
It's one of those beautiful moments of childhood where you know you're pushing enough buttons to be able to say a thing, but not enough to actually, get smacked for it, where you're just like, I'm only asking for some dessert. What's the problem? And they're just looking at you with pure shame. Like, oh, these are my children. Oh, Lord.
Not the spotted dog dick. Oh. KK, that sounds good, minus the onions. I'm not big on onions. I like them. I like it in a soup or really tiny.
I don't mind cooked onions.
Yeah,
they're not quite as strong. Yeah, they're not quite as strong. Well, my kids, when they were little, they didn't think they liked onions either, so I'd put them in the food processor and just mince them until they were almost water, and then dump it in the recipes. Because as long as they couldn't see them and bite into them, they were fine. They like onions. They just don't know it. I told their girlfriends that now that they're older too. They like them. Just sneak them in.
KK, yes, we do.
I do that with my other half, Tanga, for the same reason. He hates
a room for that, but
he thinks he hates them.
Right? And I'm like, little do you know how many onions you have consumed.
Ew, green ketchup. I don't think I remember that. No, SpaghettiOs that are cold. No. Oh, Kim and her, I do like bologna, and I will eat it.
See, I'm a country girl. I love a fried bologna sandwich every once in a while.
Yeah,
Other than that, I
really.
don't eat bologna, but I'll go and get like 2 slices of bologna from the deli
Yep.
and make me a fried bologna sandwich once
My
in a blue
husband
moon.
was so excited because I bought him 2 cans of Spam. That stuff is expensive.
Is it expensive?
Yes. I have to tell
Isn't
you.
it like pieces, parts all mushed together? Why is it expensive?
Nasty.
It's like
People
nostrils
make
and
molds
earlobes.
out of them. It's gross. It never mind. I won't say that.
Yeah.
It'll gross everybody up.
Do yourself a favor. Do not ever watch how
Smash bologna.
or how bologna is made. Just do
Yeah, I'm
yourself
not going
that
to do
favor
that.
in life. Don't do it.
I'm not going to do
Terrible.
that.
If you enjoy it, just enjoy it and leave it alone. That's all you need to know.
I've heard.
Like a magic thing.
That's why I only eat it once in a blue moon.
Some things just
Yeah.
are better
Feeling
left a
good.
mystery.
Right, Lisa Jones? Fried bologna is the way. Just like with hot dogs, that's the same stuff, right? On the
Fried
grill, I
bologna,
love them
yes,
just burnt
yes.
up.
Slice
My
them
hot dogs
down
have got
the
to be
middle.
black.
You slice them down the middle. I like them like that.
Yeah, I do that when I fry them inside. I do.
We used to think fried bologna was, my daughter just grosses out over that. I can't believe you'd eat that. Yep, we did. That and mac and cheese and
Yeah, 6 up. She said you don't want to know how any of it's made. That's true. I grew up on a
No,
farm.
I don't.
You don't.
I know what
You
it's
do
made
not.
of. I don't. Hi,
Well,
TJ.
Here's a wee nugget that'll tickle Tanga. I also, as I've said, grew up on a farm. And because of that, because of the way we were brought up to appreciate and care for the animals, even though they had a purpose, I became vegetarian for many, many years because it just didn't seem to compute with me. Several years later, after I'd finished university, I got married. And I got married to a Muslim gentleman. Now, it was one of those moments in my life where I knew I was doing the wrong thing, but you've paid for the wedding, you've invited everybody, you're kind of committed to the thing now. What are you going to do? I wish I
Right.
had thought about it slightly more clearly at the time, but I can get terribly British about it. Things at times where I'm like, oh, I'm here now. What am I going to do? And that's what happened. But the day of my wedding, I had went and got, the hair did and makeup and stuff, ready to squeeze myself into a dress, which was, again, one of the atrocities in life. Me and dresses, no thank you. But I went and had a bacon sandwich. It was like my little moment
Ooh.
of protest. And even my mother sat and looked at me I think she realized then, like the penny dropped of, oh, maybe all is not well. She only brought it up several months later. She left it at the time. I don't know why that wasn't a big enough signal. Apparently I needed to have like a little mariachi band walk in to announce the thing somehow. But yeah, that was my moment of protest. That's how I handled that. A bacon sandwich. My last little FU before I popped the ring on my finger and went, yeah.
So you want to hang out married? See, look, I love Lee, and I don't even know her this well. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
Yeah.
I love that, though. That's a cool story. Yeah, you can't arrive to a Muslim wedding with bacon on your breath.
Right.
I remember I didn't know anything about Muslims because I was from the country and they came here to Ohio, living in a predominantly white area. And the first job I got waitressing, there was a Muslim guy there, and I was taking some food out to the table, and it smelled so good. And I think it was pork loin or pork tenderloin. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have some of this on lunch. And he's like, I can't have that. was like, what do you mean you can't have that? And he told me, and I was like, oof. I can't imagine giving up the pig.
Right.
I can't. I love all the parts. They're good.
It's such a tasty little thing. It really is.
It is, but they're so cute too.
Well, that's the other thing. I've told you all this before, definitely, that I didn't do dolls when I was little. Dolls were always strange to me.
Thank you,
So,
Wee. I didn't do dolls and was always treated as a real weirdo for it.
right.
I'd rather have a book than a doll any day of the week.
Same, Pearl, same. And all my friends, all my cousins, they all had like Barbies and stuff, and I was like, no, that's just weird. What are these weird little things with like tufts of hair? What is this? But I had this big old-fashioned style pram, a big old school stroller, like ones you would see out of like vintage English history. It's like that old school pram. And I used to take out the little baby animals for a walk in the pram. So I would go and collect like a little calf or a couple of piglets or some lambs from the yard, puppies, kittens, you name it. If there was a baby anything, it was going in the pram and we were going for a walk. I am sure my neighbors must have thought very strange things were happening. Just me dandering down the road with my wee
Your neighbors
bumpy.
still think that.
Oh, 100% they do. They know now. They just know. But yeah, me taking the little baby animals for a walk.
That's so cute. I used to do that. We had a lot of property though. We were on the side of a mountain, and there's literally enough room on the road for 2 trucks to pass by, and that's it. So I couldn't walk up and down the road, so I would just walk around. But yeah, I used to leave the animals around too. Loved it.
That's the one that
Chris said, "Come cook." I will.
a Silver Cross pram. That's the one. It was like a navy color with little white parts on the hood of it. So it was really big in comparison to today's strollers. Like it was a second-hand thing. I hadn't got it new or anything, but that doesn't matter when you're a child. You're just like, this is a thing, great. And it fit all the animals inside it. It was wonderful. They even had wee blankets.
Yeah, I bet they did. I'll be right back, ladies. I got to go fill up my water bottle.
Okie dokie. I think that's whenever Pooh started showing their footage of their scary stuff, because I'm all into that too. That there's a little character that we've renamed in Pooh's movies that I don't want to say the name quite now, but that little character is in all the movies, even though you didn't realize it. And I'm convinced it's because of my childhood dislike for dolls. I'm like, if there's a scary thing in a movie, guaranteed the doll did it. If where there's a doll, freaky stuff is gonna happen, yo. It's just the law of the world.
Yeah, I didn't care much for dolls either. And when my great grandmother passed, she had probably 400 porcelain dolls that she had bought over the years. I put them all in a box and said, "These are for you, honey, for my daughter." I ain't getting near those things. They're so creepy. And a bunch of them are really old, but she kept them in like pristine. Oh my gosh, no, I'm good.
Right? And then they look at you in that little creepy way of their little eyeballs and their weird little faces, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah, with their
no.
creepy little smiles and their wonky lashes. No, honey.
Right?
Well, no shit, Matthew. He said, "Don't watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space if you don't like clowns."
True that.
Way to go, Captain Obvious.
Oh my lord. See, that would be weird too. The tavern just said my mama poured and painted and made the clothes for porcelain dolls. I think I've seen more body parts than I needed to. Now, so have I, but in a totally different vibe. But that's a whole other story. We'll go to that another day. But in the town that I grew up in, they had this little doll hospital. And again, considering what you already know about me now, imagine taking little wee to a doll hospital. I was traumatized. I was like, this is not right. Awful things are happening here. It seemed to also answer a lot of questions. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't trust any of them.
Right?
I know they move
Have you
when I turn
guys
around.
have you guys seen Vintage's creepy dolls? Last
No, I'm
Halloween,
good.
she had some really creepy dolls.
I think the creepy dolls need another outing, considering that the time of year, if they were ever going to be allowed out, this is the time to do it, Vintage. Just saying.
I have a feeling we'll see her creepy dolls also this Halloween. That was hilarious last year.
Cabbage Patch Kids and Garbage Pail Kids. The Garbage Pail Kids, they were my jam. And Lord help anybody who pops up on the YouTubes that I dislike a little bit. That's literally the first thing I do. Go and look for the little garbage pail card.
I had a ton of those when I was a kid. That would be a great thing for Lise to do. All the crime people, their garbage pail kid cards.
As garbage pail kids.
Right? She would do so good. That would be the funniest.
That would be so funny. So funny.
The other trading cards she did were so good. She's so talented.
Zippy.
Right?
Who's Zippy? I don't remember
There was
Zippy.
a television show over here called Rainbow, and they had characters called Zippy, Bungle, and George.
Bungo?
And bungle, like you're gonna bungle a job.
Oh, okay.
There were weird things again. It was the 70s. Terrible things happened to us.
Oh,
That's
Zippy
why we're
was
such
a
broken
monkey?
people. Well,
Zippy was a monkey. That's what Kim said.
I wouldn't have described Zippy as a monkey, unless we're talking about two different Zippies. And yes, bubblegum is also right.
How
There
many
is an
Zippies can there
extremely
be?
oh well, like people are weird. There is also a very naughty version of Rainbow on the YouTubes. If Pearl hasn't seen that, I need to make that a thing because I think it would make her giggle.
I remember Captain Kangaroo. I used to have a Captain Kangaroo. A doll, sort of. It was kind of like a stuffed pillow, but it had a string, and you pulled the string, and it said all the Captain Kangaroo kind of things.
I think that was a
Howdy-doody,
little bit
Zippy.
before my time, but I have an aunt, and she used to always talk about Captain Kangaroo. She used to love that when she was younger.
You little beauty. Look at this. On the left, we have George. In the middle, we have Bungle. And on the right, we have Zippy.
Zippy looks
Oh,
like he's
no.
Canadian and from South Park.
Kim has just sent me a picture of Zippy, and Zippy and your Zippy are not the same. Her Zippy is definitely like a chimpanzee.
Ah. Well,
It looks
Zippy,
like one of those monkeys that clangs the cymbals. You know, that's what Zippy kind of looks like to me. It's got red overalls on and a yellow T-shirt.
Oh, I know who you mean. Yes, yes. Also a little bit of an oddball. That particular Zippy. Zippy is
She said
definitely
Zippy
not.
is very old.
Mm-hmm.
It was your mom's, Kim? I wanted
And
a monkey
TJ.
so bad as a pet when I was a kid. I wanted one so bad and I could not. I was so mad my mom wouldn't let me have a monkey. None of it seemed logical. Why couldn't she just change the monkey's diaper? I don't know.
My sister's dad had one of those little spider monkeys, and I would not suggest having one. They are
Adult me
so,
gets it, but
yeah, like he would poo in his
6-year-old
hand and
me,
throw it
no.
at people, and he would do other things in front of people. You know, he was a dirty little
Yeah.
monkey.
Oh, that was her grandmother's Zippy. See,
Yeah.
Tammy wanted a monkey too.
Eliza's trying to rescue
One
us
so
from going
bad. I
down
get
that
it
path.
now. Like as an
I thought I
as
wanted
an
one until I
adult,
saw
I
that
get
one.
why they're a bad idea.
Do you remember that
It was
chimpanzee
just gonna be
monkey
my best buddy.
that
You know,
attacked
like
the lady that owned it? Do you remember that monkey?
I wasn't gonna get a monkey like that. I was gonna get one like BJ and the Bear. I was gonna get one of those monkeys, you know, that just
Yeah,
did cute stuff.
A chimp? They eat people's faces, Eliza.
I think she thought
No,
that's
BJ
the
and
kind
the
of
Bear's
monkey.
monkey didn't.
She wanted that kind of monkey too. That's not the kind of monkey that was delivered. Oh no, no. Her monkey did terrible, terrible things. Bad monkey. And it came into my head again whenever the whole meth monkeys of Tennessee was being brought up, and I'm like, oh Lord, terrible things are happening in Tennessee. Help us all. This is not going to go well. Yeah.
All right, it's time for a commercial break, I think. So stand by for a commercial break as I find the correct commercial.
Brought to you by meth monkeys. You're welcome.
The meth monkey.
It could be. It could be some kind of meth anyway. I hate when I can't find what I'm looking for.
And yes, for everybody who doesn't know, Eve had her little baby. So if you haven't seen already on her community post, please send her lots of love because we're glad her little baby has entered the world and everybody is doing well, even though Eve describes herself like a zombie. But she's a happy zombie nonetheless.
Well, that's very normal for a new mother. Oh, did she have a boy or a girl? Do you know?
Little boy.
Oh, boys are the best. Girls are the best for different reasons, but my boys were so much easier than the girls.
Right? They all have their pros and cons.
Nobody stand behind. We stand behind her, but we don't stand behind her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just not directly downwind in all senses.
Never. Hug her and
That
run. That's how
advertisement
I
was
do it.
brought to you by children.
We-
Oh, look, it's not a pigeon.
no, it's not. It's a dove, isn't it? Chirp, chirp, motherfucker.
If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so
I thought it was muted. I'm sorry. That's a tough little bird. Can you tell?
Oh dear. It's one of those moments where whenever you try to describe to other people who in your life who think you're semi-normal, God help them, and then you tell them you're having an argument with a pigeon on YouTube, it does make everything a little bit clearer.
Well, I'm not sure if you saw it, but I showed the girls in Discord. Purple went real life on me, and my son sent me a picture of Purple in his garage. There was a pigeon perched on his mop bucket sitting outside. I died twice. It was fantastic. She went to my kid's house, perched her ass up in the garage.
Well, she gets around because she.
Fliplex said it never gets old. Very true.
Like, you have to. No, I'm not going to say that.
Say it. Say it.
No. No. Just be grateful.
No. Well, tell me privately, because we'll giggle.
Even pigeons seem to have problems with living close to people. Imagine you want to feed a bird and it just throws the food away. Just look at it. It's like it doesn't have a single thought in its head. This one somehow got its feet stuck. I can hear evolution shaking its head in disbelief. How can someone be that stupid? Well, it happens. Yeah, here's pigeons getting sucked into the grain, and they do nothing to avoid it. They don't even seem to realize what exactly is going on.
Beep beep, motherfuckers.
She's so aggressive, that Kriss, with her beep beep.
She is. She's very aggressive with the beep beep. Have you noticed how other people have been kind of taking that on as their own?
Oh,
People that say they hate us.
Right? Not an original thought since 1987. These are
Not one in
facts.
their minds. Not an accumulative thought between them.
No. It's very sad. Very sad. We need to do some sort of fundraiser to sponsor.
I love that pigeon with its head stuck in the gutter.
Underwear?
Like, really?
What is
Real-
underwear? Fucking underwear.
Exactly. Okay, so are you.
Oh, the irony.
Now that we've heard Ziggy's best hit. Woo!
Can you imagine that police report? Hello, officer, I'm being stalked by a herd of cows. They're in a field and they're all following me.
Woo! Is what it sounded like. TJ would like to start a GoFundMe for Jenna's hair.
Well, what was it one of them said the other day, that people only hide stuff if they're guilty of something? Isn't that what was said? Huh. Funny that.
That's what was said. Yet who's hiding content?
Right?
I mean, we're always accused of it. We've never hid anything. Never.
Right?
It's all still there. Every word we ever said, still all there. But we're dirty deleters.
Has anybody found Carl yet? I heard he had a nice little conversation with some police officers the other day that
Did he?
sounded like a real treat for those officers.
Oh, shit. It's like Heidi calling. The blue channel
Right.
picks on me. Oh, sir.
Reporting who? Who are you going to report today? Chip and we. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah, he had made a compilation of statements that another person had made that we've all heard about for weeks now. And again, what that person has done, that's their responsibility. What they have said, all of those things. But considering that they want to put everybody else in the middle of it, I would love to have seen that officer's face. And I quote, "They took the reports, well, not actually reports. They had devices that were phones, well, phone type devices or something that looked like that." It was a phone, dude. It was a phone. It was a phone.
I noticed that he had disappeared. I didn't know what happened. I know they all had a whole lot to say, and then they started saying a whole lot less. So,
Yeah, it's a good day. Good day all round.
high five, girl. High five.
Right, Amanda. I mentioned this previously, but if you've ever seen the images of little monkeys at a safari park that steal the hubcaps off a car whenever people are traveling through, that would be what it would be like for police officers. Because it is here in Northern Ireland too. It can be a gamble for them. It's a hardship, but Lord knows that whenever Carl was telling them his whole little tale of discovering this international whatever, I'm sure they were having one eye on the door the second that it started. They were just like, "Okie dokie, it's time to go. Time to go home. We don't get paid
Right?
enough for this." Yeah, yeah. We're investigating actual crimes.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Right, Amanda? Although Northern Irish police have got a whole new wagon. Our police can be very, very militant. They've kind of got a reputation. But it literally looks like Judge Dredd has just emerged onto the streets of Northern Ireland. It's this huge metal wagon that honestly, if you were waiting for Judge Dredd to hop out the back of it at any given moment, it doesn't convey your local friendly police officer style vibes. It just doesn't. Um, yeah, it's a whole situation. But they started taking these vehicles around the city centre, and I'm like, Lord help the poor tourists that have come here to do a little bit of sightseeing. And this is what greets them, hurtling past. They're going to be like, hold up, what? What?
Are you guys there? I think my audio cut out.
I'm here.
Hello? Okay, there you are. Hey, Wee.
Hey.
Hey. Archangel said that's not too far-fetched. How about there's a cow on the interstate? I used to live in Amish country, and we used to have traffic held up by random-ass animals all the time. I've got the coolest pictures of it snowing in winter, and I was at a shopping center waiting to pull out, and there's an Amish buggy and horse in front of me.
See, I would love that only because that is partly what it's like over here, except without the Amish section of it all. There can be things like that over here. I've regaled you with the tale of Rihanna rocking up over here to film a nice wee video and how well that went. I was so ashamed. I felt like an angry parent where you're like, what have you done? You're embarrassing us all. Stop this.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Everybody's looking at us now. Stop being so weird, yo.
I'm used to that. Bored.
But yeah, I heard that the Amish make for some very good food.
They do, and they make for some great neighbors. Great neighbors. I was out there for almost a decade, and I loved it. It reminded me very much of West Virginia, where you're from. There's like that very communal kind of spirit where everybody's like taking care of their neighbors and friends and stuff like that, making sure everybody's okay. I saw a lot of benefits for sick neighbors and things like that when I was out there, and it just reminded me of down home a lot.
Yeah, it's one of those times where there's a lot to be said for, in a negative way, in this modern age about old-fashioned values, but whenever stuff like the pandemic happened, it's at that moment that you realize that a wee bit of just making sure that everybody is all safe and well goes a long way. It really does.
It
Those are
does.
good things.
I think we're getting ready to wrap things up here. Thank you, Wee, for coming in here with us tonight.
TJ, I did not fall asleep. I was looking up something on my phone. Jeez, can't I just look up people?
Did you hear her snoring?
Did you hear me snore? Did I snore?
It was the fact she kept
No,
going.
actually, I lost my audio. I had to jump down and get back up. I was talking and couldn't be heard.
Y'all quit purpling up here. What kind of fuckery can we play before we go out?
And that's a handy dandy reminder.
pick.
Also, Pooh has a collection of commercials later on to watch. Make sure you have your notification turned on. Be there. You will enjoy it. You are welcome. That is all.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I need a t-shirt.
Right? Well.
Lenny, you misspelled
I'll
Colt.
get you one. I'll get you one.
Did you say that the commercial's my choice tonight?
Yeah, what do you want?
You
You can pick Scott H's menswear. You can pick Ziggy's trailer. You can pick
I love
cars.
Ziggy's trailer. Let's
All
do
right,
Ziggy's trailer.
it is.
That's a good one.
All right, here we go.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Welcome to a world where YouTube and real life collide, where personal stories are spun, and the journey of self-knowledge will never begin. Get ready to embark on a mad adventure with the chronic lies of Ziggy, your go-to YouTube channel for all things crama, personal drama, and the rage roller coaster of Ziggy's attempt to navigating life as she stalks her past members. In this digital space, we'll plummet to the depths of unproven crime rumors, presenting cases that will leave you rolling your eyes and shouting facts at your phone. Join us as we meticulously unravel the fabric of a case into a broken cobweb of threads that muddle clues, reinforce biases, and cast rumors. The perfect place for those who enjoy the shadiest corners of the human psyche. But that's not all. Even though our original YouTube journey may have begun as a true crime channel named after a pet that was abandoned because of toileting issues, the chronic lies of Ziggy has evolved into something far more inexplicable. A platform where personal narratives take center stage. Experience the raw emotions of an emotionally immature neurotic rage beast. The unexpected twists of an attempted credit card fraud. And the revelation that Ziggy uses her past sales to dox people who graciously supported her business. And if that wasn't enough, Ziggy will crash through the fences of normal social interaction as she looks for her next meal ticket. Join Ziggy as she shares her own personal triumphs and tribulations, offering valuable examples of what not to do, body-swerving sensible advice, and leaving you at risk of cringing yourself outside from one secondhand embarrassment. If you're looking for a screamingly obvious self-care strategies, questionable makeup tips, and a sprinkle of bullshit astrology, the chronic lies of Ziggy has got you covered. So, if you're ready for a 3-ring circus of true crime, personal drama, and self-delusion, hit that subscribe button and join the ever-growing community of rubberneckers who just can't look away. Together we'll plummet to the depths, snout in the trough, and embark on a white-knuckle drive to avoid reality. Welcome to the chronic lies of Ziggy, where the pages of life are turned one mind-boggling chapter at a time in a metaphor that makes no sense to anyone that has ever read a book.
Good night, everyone. See you.
You're embarrassing yourself. Go to bed.
Good night.